Listen, I am not being parochial or nationalistic, but the bottom line is the best lawyers currently operating in The Hague are from here.
I'm going to ask for some questions from the floor.
Does it not follow that accompanying that there's a responsibility to assist the lawyers from the countries involved to empower themselves, to have the skills, and also to be able to have the courage to be independent and to be able to do what we take for granted?
It was a moot, because obviously at school you may have had done presentations and classwork involving speaking in front of your classmates and your teachers, but to speak in front of myself, the Dean of BPP Law School, representatives from Reed Smith, partner from Reed Smith, and also somebody from Barclays Bank, was extremely challenging. I must say that all of the finalists were extremely impressive indeed, but I suppose we hadn't quite realised what a big task we had actually set you to do.
So the challenges I faced was, one, academics. My academics were strong, but not incredibly strong. I also didn't have conventional A-levels because unfortunately I wasn't able to do my A-levels, so I had to do an access course to get into university. And not many law firms recognise access course on their application forms. So that's where the LLP came into my life. I applied to the LLP, and when I was accepted, once again, there's another positive thing that really happened.
People who have no access to justice because there isn't a lawyer competent to represent them, and they happen to be in a country which has a dictator, they have no access to justice. Now, Courtney's right, we do still have this great reputation of being the best lawyers in the world, and the English Privy Council are the best judges in the world, and believe you me, they are. Bingham, who died only recently, was one of the best judges that I have ever appeared in front of the Privy Council.
Countries like the US, the UK and Europe are in relative decline. That's our own projection at the IMF. The areas of growth are in Asia, the areas of growth are in Africa. And so this is the future. And so for those of us who are interested and have a connection with those areas of the world, I think this is a really good time for us. I think we need to, as Anesta said, think outside the box. And that box, fortunately for us, encompasses areas of growth that we have a historical and a cultural connection to. So I know these are tough times when you are applying for a job domestically. It is hard. But I think if we can think a little bit more broadly about the international realm and how we can use our connections to that, I think that there's a lot of hope.
And the jurisdiction that you go to is that you meet people that think, wow, you are a QC in England? So you get the wow factor. And then after the wow factor, it's really hard work. But you leave those lawyers with a sense of the standards that are necessary if you look after the rights and interests of other people.
Yes, Nazif and David were really, truly outstanding. It was really very, very impressive for such hot children, young people, to have performed so well and under a lot of pressure. I mean, it was quite pressure.
Really grateful for this. I hope I inspire lots of Bengali people, not just Bengali people, but black and ethnic minority people like that, to go out and achieve what I did.
But this has really given me an opportunity. One thing I've always found with law, I've heard about, is that it's very difficult to get with contacts. And I think this is BPP, this has given me the opportunity to get contacts, giving me avoid the financial troubles. Of course, that's a great benefit. And then, they're just helping me get to my chance. So thank you very much.
We start with a disadvantage. The public school educated Oxbridge graduates have that confidence bred into them. And as a result, when I encountered them at the English Court School of Law, initially at least, it seemed quite daunting. But I soon came to realize that I had the same ability. And that so long as I was confident enough to display those skills, I could equally achieve. And so that's what I would like to drum into every young aspiring lawyer. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can achieve it. Yes, you might have to wait for a couple of years to get that pupillage, but if you knock on enough doors, it will come. And you need also to think laterally in terms of how you're going to achieve that. Don't think about the normal route. Be imaginative. But above all else, be confident in your ability that you can do it just like anybody else.